I started Navdanya in 1987 because the giant chemical corporations had started to say they were going to use genetic engineering to patent seeds and patent life. That was ethically, scientifically, legally outrageous to me. And so I dedicated my life to saving open source, open pollinated seeds, farmers' varieties. And in Navdanya, we've created 120 community seed banks to defend seed as a commons, as a heritage to be shared by all for the good of all. The bees, the pollinators, the butterflies, the soil organisms, and the last human being. Why is patents on life and patents on seed so wrong? Because life is self-organized complexity that renews and reproduces itself. It is not a machine. It is not a manufacture. For the poison makers to define this as their self-replicating machine invented by them is the biggest lie in human history. And it's a lie we must challenge at every step. A lie we have challenged at every step. First by saving seeds and saying we do not accept patents on life. This is our seed satyagraha. The force of truth, of the law of the seed, to renew, to multiply, to be shared, to be gifted. But we have fought biopiracy patents. The long fight, 11 years, of the biopiracy of neem, this amazing pest control tree, at the European Patent Office. We filed the case in 1994, and it's eventually in 2005 that patent of the at the European Patent Office was struck down, patent held by W.R. Grace and the US Department of Agriculture. And then the basmati patent held by Rice Tech. We defeated that one too. And a wheat patent on an ancient Indian wheat variety that Monsanto had patented because it had no contribution to gluten allergies and they wanted a monopoly on the gluten market. And all of these companies are now jumping into patenting climate resilient crops. Every patent on climate resilience is a biopiracy patent because resilience is not a single gene trait. Genetic engineering can only manipulate single traits. And the tomato patent that we are collectively challenging is based on conventional breeding, something farmers have done for centuries, public scientists have done for decades. This is not about innovation and inventiveness, which is the only domain of the Patent Office. This is about theft of the planet's living genetic resources. It's a theft of our biodiversity and our indigenous knowledge. And that is why we are joining the challenge to Syngenta's conventionally bred tomato patent. And on 12th of May, the signatures of this campaign will be submitted at the European Patent Office. I am outraged that it's about the fifth time we are having to participate in actions at the European Patent Office. And we had told the Patent Office, we'll have to rename you the European Piracy Office because this is what you're doing. You're taking the heritage of tomato seeds bred by farmers of the world, handing it to Syngenta. This lie about inventing life should stop. We need to liberate life. The No Patents on Seed movement of which Navdanya is a part, and on the principle of which Navdanya was founded, is going to make sure seeds come back in the hands of our farmers, our children, our future. They will not be in the hands of four giants. Syngenta now is owned by ChemChina. Where will these mergers stop? Where will this greed stop? Where will this poison stop? We, as people, are going to stop it.